stay where you are. "117, stand down." Sir, you are absent without leave. This is your one chance to come home peacefully.
Hello game fans and welcome to another video from Daddy Geek. Today I'm talking about Halo 5 Guardians on the Xbox One. Now I consider myself pretty clued up when it comes to the Halo universe. I'd played all the games, I'd watched the movie, I'd listened to the podcast, I'd even seen the TV miniseries and even read a couple of books. So when I say that Halo 5 barely had an understandable story, you can understand my frustration. I'm a big fan of the story, I'm a big fan of the extended universe. So having listened to Hunt the Truth and then played the game, I was a little bit frustrated at first. However, Halo 5 Guardians it may have its few problems, but it excels in many other areas. So without further ado, here is my review of Halo 5 Guardians, and be warned, there are a couple of spoilers ahead.
From the outset, you play as Spartan Jameson Locke, star of the Halo Nightfall TV show and the latest iteration of the Spartan program, the Spartan 4. Locke and his Osiris team are highly trained, experienced, and yet underwent less invasive augmentation than the previous Spartans. Master Chief, by contrast, is a Spartan 2 and was stolen as a child, experimented on, ripped apart, and brutally augmented. He and his blue team are the older generation of Spartans that, despite saving the world, are currently under scrutiny by ONI, a corporate superpower who are keeping tabs on all information about these saviours. In a nutshell, when Master Chief finds out that the love of his life, an AI called Cortana, may still be alive after dying in Halo 4, Blue Team rushes to her rescue. It is Locke's job to stop the Master Chief and find Cortana first. All of this plays out while some Forerunner technology known as the Guardians erupts from planets across the galaxy and seemingly disappear after leaving a number of planets in ruins. You play as both Locke and Master Chief, and you see the story from both sides, but sadly it's Locke's story that gets most of the game time. From a gamer's perspective, this is great, as Locke's story is a chase across the galaxy trying to piece together why Earth's golden boy has gone off the rails. But ultimately, it is the Master Chief who is the star, and you only play as him in about 3 out of the 15 levels. I mean, the Chief's levels are longer than Locke's, but come on! Whilst Locke and his team have more depth and a better story, you can't help but miss Chief's love story. Also, that whole marketing campaign around Hunt the Truth seems to have been totally ignored, leaving players wondering why Locke is chasing the Chief in the first place. In this fantastic podcast that came out before the game's release, it told the story of an assassination, an uprising, and this huge ONI conspiracy. It was a great piece of radio drama that was totally ignored by the game, as Halo 5 is actually set 7 months after the events of Hunt the Truth. Whilst I love what 343 Industries have brought to the table for the Halo franchise, I can't help but feel let down by this part of the story. It is the second part of the Reclaimer saga, so maybe this was more of an introduction to characters and setting up for the next part of the story. However, after enjoying Hunt the Truth, I would have liked to have seen more tie-in moments and more information about the Chief's motivations. This was a real opportunity to flesh out the Chief's story, and in my opinion, it was sadly missed. Gameplay is as fun as ever, and the new Gen 2 Molnar armour with added thrusters mean that there are some added moves. The charging smash move can slam into an enemy or weaken a wall when running, and a ground pound which can be performed when you're in the air. Many of the classic weapons are present, but the return of these fragmented style Promethean weapons are very welcome. Of course, they are all variations of a pistol, rifle, shotgun, sniper rifle, and all heavy weapons, but their animations are beautiful to watch and they have been updated since Halo 4. Overall, the graphics are stunning, load times are fast, and the frame rate feels sturdy and consistent. Sometimes the UI can suffer from a little bit too much screen furniture, but the interaction animations, the third person view, and the HD graphics make for a wonderful experience. The levels also feel substantially bigger, giving players various options on how to complete an objective. The persistent fire team means that you can be revived from serious injury throughout the game as long as your team members are still alive. This mechanic reduces the amount of restarts and keeps you in the zone. It is a great addition and it cuts down on loading times, however it does make the game much faster and the story mode can be completed in just a few hours. Your fire team can also be directed around the map to focus on particular enemies, adding a new level of strategy to the game. The real love appears to have been channeled into the multiplayer modes, as the online battles are so much fun, and with the later Warzone maps, there is just so many maps and modes to try out that you will get another 20 plus hours of gameplay out of this. However, for those story lovers among us, you can't help feel slightly overlooked. Overall, Halo 5 Guardians is a great looking game with stunning graphics and stunning sound, solid voice acting, and a fantastic multiplayer that you'll be enjoying for a very long time. But they have really missed a trick with the story, and Cortana looks more like a friend's attractive mum than the sex bomb that she was in Halo 4. Her change in appearance was commented on by the Chief, but apparently it was time. I really enjoyed my time playing Halo 5 and it flew by, which really is a compliment, yet I was left wanting more and not in a good way. Now, special thanks has to go out to JPeth555 who pointed out some howlers in my first video about this, and I hope this one is a little bit better. Thanks for commenting, and if you want to comment on this video, please feel free. If you like it, then give it a thumbs up, and if you can, then subscribe, because I'm going to be back with another video very soon.
Good luck, people. Give him hell.